to grow together as a couple, and enough distance for each partner to remain an individual. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we came here today, I asked Nicola and David
Sorry, Jill.
to email me 5 things that they loved about each other. Now, neither knows what the other has said. I have their emails. I'd like to share them with you now. I'll start with Nicola's. And Nicola wrote, David's love for trainers can be annoying. And the ridiculous amount of money he treats himself with for them. But normally when he gets a pair himself, I get a matching pair a few weeks later. It's almost as if he tests the water to see if I like them. I love David's great height.
Sorry, Jill.
Thanks to the length of his legs. Although they were a lot better before he went on his stag do. And he thought it was a great idea to have ride or die tattooed on his leg. I'm sorry, David, but you and Chris are not featured in the Fast and the Furious. I love that David puts up with me when I drink. Especially when Jill and I get together. The first night we met should have been a rude warning to him. I love that David is completely chilled about knowing me knowing him as Big Hairy Face. Even when I shout his name in the shops, he answers to it like his real name. Whilst everyone else looks on strangely at us. Actually, think we should change his name officially, as it suits him better than Dave. And lastly, she wrote, David's actually really caring, and he doesn't like to see me upset. The number of tears, drops, emotional unstable moments he's put up with over the last year, I've lost count. And he still wants to marry me? And at this moment of time he spends with his family and never moans is also a bonus. Oh, there you go, that was good. Yeah. And now for the blokes 5. Yeah, no pressure, David, no pressure. Yeah. Here's what he wrote. I love the way Nicola looks at me every day. Aww. You can tell she's still amazed at my height.
Every day.
I love the way Nicola has now changed my name to Big Hairy Face.
There we go, matching.
And I fear she may try to get it changed legally. Synchronised there, yes. Makes you wonder, did they really discuss it between each other?
Oh, good.
I love how brave and caring Nicola is throughout the tough times. I love how Nicola supports me in everything I do, whether it's right or wrong. And not a day goes by where she doesn't tell me she loves me. Aww. And lastly, David wrote, I love the big, bright eyes Nicola's got. If I'm having a bad day, just looking at them will cheer me up. Family and friends, marriage is not going to suddenly change either Nicola or David, or the things that they love most about each other. It's the knowing and the respecting what each other needs to be happy and being willing to provide it. And that's what makes them the perfect couple. And that's what will make your marriage blossom. So Nicola and David, these are the qualities you treasure most about each other. Remind yourselves about them each and every day. A successful marriage needs more than just love. And talking about marriage, if two are caring and sharing in life's hopes and fears, if the music of laughter outweighs sadness and tears, then marriage is togetherness. If both derive pleasure from the mere presence of each other, yet when parted, no jealousies restrict, worry or smother, then marriage is freedom. If achievements mean more with the benefit of two, and consideration is shown with each point of view, then marriage is respect. And if togetherness, freedom and respect are combined, with joy that no words could ever fully define, then marriage is love. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're witnessing here today. The togetherness, the freedom, the respect and love that Nicola and David have created for one another. And as I said earlier on, an excellent foundation to build their marriage upon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Nicola and David will now go through what's called a hand-holding, hand-binding ceremony. Hand over hand. Wrists. That's it. No. We're doing one. We're doing one. Yeah. Just one. Just one hand. Okay. Just one hand. Okay. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. I want you to hold that. No. There we go. And where's your hand? You hold that. The ribbon that I placed loosely binding you together is a visual and physical symbol of unity, love and respect that you have for each other. It represents that you acknowledge that your life's separate until this moment will soon become one. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you. They're holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future together. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will countless times wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, tears of joy. And these are the hands that even when wrinkled with age, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Well, going back to this ribbon, really it's just a symbolic gesture of your love, memories and shared hopes. It is these, not the ribbon, together with the promises you're about to make today, that will truly bind you together as you pledge your marriage to one another. Therefore, the ribbon is no longer necessary. Please pull back and make your knot and smile to the camera. Camera's down there. Was your fault? One went that way, the other went that way. Ladies and gentlemen, with open hearts and full disclosure, Nicola and David have come here to pledge their marriage to one another. By making this commitment today, your relationship will develop and become stronger and deeper, without erasing the differences that complement it. Sharing with Nicola a relationship of love, tenderness and laughter, do you promise to stand by her through all your tomorrows, respecting her as a person, her needs, her changes, and enjoying her love throughout your lives together?
I do. I do.
Nicola, sharing a life with David, a relationship of love, tenderness and laughter, do you promise to stand by him throughout all your tomorrows, respecting him as a person, his needs, his changes, and enjoying his love throughout your lives together?
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we hear Nicola and David exchange their wedding vows, I would like to ask if anyone knows of any lawful impediment or any just cause why they should not be married here today. Speak now or forever hold your wheest. No, I didn't think so. Everyone here knows you're just a perfect couple together. Nicola and David, the symbolic vows you're about to make are a way of saying to each other, you know these things we promised and hoped and dreamed of? Well, I meant every word. please look at each other now? Remember this moment, because you've been so many things to each other. You've been an acquaintance, a friend, a companion, a lover, an accomplice, and even a teacher, because you've learnt so much from each other in the time you've been together. After this ceremony today, your lives will take on a new dimension, and you can say to the world with so much pride, this is my husband and this is my wife. And now, David, will you please make your vows to Nicola in the presence of your family and friends by repeating after me. I call upon everyone here today to witness that I, David, take you, Nicola, to be my lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love, respect and cherish, so long as we both shall live.
Aye.
I'll be worse than
Before you're a tongue twister there.
Thank you. And now, Nicola, will you please make your vows to David in the presence of your family and friends by repeating after me. I call upon everyone here today to witness that I, Nicola, take you, David, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love, respect and cherish, so long as we both shall live. You did it! Today is a day you will always remember, the greatest in anyone's lives. You'll start off the day just two people in love, but you'll end it as husband and wife. It's a brand new beginning, the start of a journey, with moments to treasure and treasure. And although at times you will both disagree, these will surely be outweighed by pleasure. So live happy forever as lovers and friends. It's a dawn of a new life for you, as you stand there together with love in your eyes from the moment you whisper I do. And with luck, all your hopes and dreams can be real. May success find its way to your hearts. Tomorrow will bring you the greatest of joys, but today is the day it all starts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everyone here knows Nicola and David to varying degrees. But how many of you know the true story of how they got together? When it was? It's not what you think. It didn't go the way you thought it did. So sit back, relax, as I tell you the true story, the true personal story of Nicola and David. In days gone by, couples would meet in social clubs, bars, in town, etc. These days, a more common way is to meet online. Chat for a while. Get to know and trust someone before actually meeting them in person. And that's exactly what happened with Nicola and David. David contacted Nicola's profile saying, "Hiya, how are you?" Or something similarly cheesy like that. They talked a lot of rubbish to each other apparently. One of the conversations was going on an ostrich riding in South Africa at some point. Needless to say, that they never followed through with those plans. David eventually plucked up the courage to ask Nicola for her number. And at that point they passed each other their numbers. One Wednesday afternoon, Nicola decided to meet her friend Karen in the West End. They had lunch, a few prosecco's, then on to cinema. Then on for a couple of bottles of Risotto. Needless to say, they were steaming drunk. Nicola came up with this great idea. She's going to ask this bloke that she's never actually met to take her home in this intoxicated state. Well, it was a lot safer than catching the bus at 9 o'clock at night. David had just left the gym when he got the call, so he agreed to go over to the West End to pick up both Nicola and her friend. There he was waiting in the car when he saw two drunken women staggering down towards him. How the hell can I get away from this, he says. But too late, Nicola spotted the car. Then they poured themselves into the car, and I'm told the first impression was not too good. It smelt of dogs and it was full of clothes. Was he living in this car? Off he drove, going to Karen's house to drop her off first. Then on the way to Nicola's house share. Yes, house share. It's actually her mum and dad's house. But she was too embarrassed to say a 26-year-old woman was still living with her parents. She declared during the travel that, I've just bought a flat. And David was forced to drive to this flat where they proceeded to sit outside for half an hour with Nicola, going through the web page of the interior. Then after half an hour, Nicola then thought it would be a great time to pop over to Jill's house. She wanted to show off David's show off David and show David the famous grey sofa. Jill kindly answered the door and Nicola rolled in with her 6'7" giant behind her. Jill was stone cold sober, as was Dave. He was driving. It was like an awkward first date for Jill and Dave. As Nicola sprawled herself across the big grey sofa. Eventually David got her out of there and onward to the house share mum and dad's house. As soon as she got out of the car, he drove off like he was driving on a racing track. He was just glad to get out of there. The next day, Nicola was feeling a bit fragile, if I may say so. David knew this would be the case, so he waited till after 3 o'clock to message her. Let's just say the next time they met, Nicola was a shadow of her former self. They went on a date to Bread Meets Bread in Glasgow. Nicola ate a burger using a knife and fork. Who does that? I believe that's not the way she usually eats. No. After that, they became inseparable. They planned their first holiday in Turkey, where David moaned every day. Apparently it was too hot for him. A later holiday in New York was more up his street. It was freezing. And Nicola used her selfie stick in every opportunity. One day, Nicola asked the now renamed Big Hairy Face for a lift into town with a friend. And after dropping them off, David decided he was going to have a donner about the town himself. He had been thinking about proposing and found himself in a Argyle arcade looking at rings. He stopped at Lang's the jewellers, and one of the women working there came right out and offered to help him. He knew the style of ring Nicola wanted. She had told him so many times. So it was an easy shop. It was a bit of an impulse buy. It only took him 20 minutes to buy the ring. David took the dogs out for a walk with his mum. He said he was thinking about proposing to Nicola. Mum was buzzing, but was shocked with horror to hear that he'd already bought the ring. What if it wasn't good enough? The next step was to go and ask Linda and Richie for their blessing, which was really just a formality anyway, because they both loved him. Yours? But anyway, he booked an apartment in Edinburgh for a treat away, and off they went in the megabus with the ring secured. After taking the long route to the apartment, Dave was panicking. He intended to propose in the evening, but pacing up and down the apartment, it was just getting to him. So he just did it there and then. He got down on one knee, with the ring box in his hands, and it took a moment for Nicola to realise what he was actually doing. The penny finally dropped, and she obviously said yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that about sums up the first chapter of their lives. They're about to enter a new chapter in their lives. I think this one will be called Married Life. Rings. Wedding rings are a symbol of the vows you have just made. They are an outward and visible sign of an inward and invisible love which binds your lives together. As rings are without edge, seam, or having no edge or seam, having no beginning and no end, so they symbolise the perfection of love which knows no end. David, will you please take the ring for Nicola? And as you place it on the fourth finger of his left hand, will you please make your pledge to her by repeating these words after me? Nicola, with this ring I wed you.
Nicola, with this ring I wed you.
My love and respect I give to you.
My love and respect I give to you.
And all my worldly goods I share with you.
By all my worldly goods I share with you.
You've all heard that? Please wear it as a symbol of my love for you.
Please wear it as a symbol of my love for you.
Excellent. Nicola, will you please take the ring for David? And as you place it on the fourth finger of his left hand, will you please make your pledge to him by repeating after me? David, with this ring I wed you.
David, with this ring I wed you.
My love and respect I give to you.
My love and respect I give to you.
And all my worldly goods I share with you.
And all my worldly goods I share with you.
Please wear it as a symbol of my love for you.
Please wear it as a symbol of my love for you.
Marriage is about giving and taking. It's about forgiving and forsaking. It's about kissing and loving and pushing and shoving. It's about caring and sharing and screaming and swearing. It's about being together whatever the weather. It's about being driven to the end of your tether. It's about sweetness and kindness and wisdom and blindness. It's about being strong when you're feeling quite weak. It's about saying nothing when you're dying to speak. It's about being wrong when you know you're right. And David's about giving in before there's a fight, mate. It's about the two of you living as cheaply as one, and you can give me a call if you can find out how that's done. Never heeding advice that's always well meant, never counting the cost until it's all spent. And for you two today, it's about to begin. And for all that the two of you have had to put in. Some days filled with joy, some days with sadness. Too late, you'll discover that marriage is madness. Nicola and David, you have fulfilled the formalities required by custom and law to establish a relationship of marriage. You have expressed the love and respect that you have for each other and signified your intentions for your future together. And during this time, remember the earnestness and the sincerity of the vows you have just made. And this will help the love that we witness today to grow even stronger, and it will make your marriage thrive. Nicola and David, before your family and friends, it gives me so much pleasure to announce that you are now husband and wife. David, kiss your wife. Friends and family, to conclude the ceremony today, I call upon the designated witnesses to come forward to sign the marriage schedule. Okay, silver bit at the top.
Reverse,
Silver bit at the top, and then you're going to sign there.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect.
There you go. And time for you to sign your life away now.
I can't write with these names.
Just do your best. That was okay. There we go. There we go. And my shot.
Like her, Brendan?
Just Christopher.
That's your name, that's your legit name.
There you go. Excellent.
Thanks, Christopher.
And Louise. There you go. You got it yourself. Right now. Oops. Right now. You get to put in here what you wrote in there. The D wardrobe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Big bold letters. Print your name.
Yeah. Without.
Pretty out.
Alright. I'll lean on this, Richard.
Okay, and you? Big print what you wrote in there. And the notes. Chris? You got in big bold letters what you wrote in that box.
Okay.
Louise? You've got to write in big bold letters what you wrote in that box.
Is I initial then?
Just what you wrote in that box.
That's me.
Perfect. Okay.
Dave's wearing your engagement ring.
What's it? Get that taste. You put it on there. You put it on there.
Yeah, I'll put it on after.
Do you want the flowers on the table?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Where's the flowers?
Flowers. Put it out facing front. But you'll be charming.
I don't know.
So with that on the table or not?
Aye, that'd be nice. Okay, I don't know.
Right, for dummy purposes now, you've already signed it.
Can you stand? Close that. Come forward.
Don't be scared of it.
I'm just wanted to see the height difference here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, can I have the girls? Can you come into this one? And boys, can you just come around?
Sorry, my dress might be taking up a wee bit of room. That would make sense.
You can go behind the dress.
Congratulations.
Guys, can you go to Dave's side?
Congratulations, buddy. Will we move the dress?
If you can just go nice and close, just a bit of that. You're the head show.
I think get close to your dress. You look lovely, boys.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Your wife and husband.
Wife and husband. Yeah.
That's it.
And you come?
Me?
Come here, guys.
Okay, and the case, girls see the case, put them the same height. That's it.
Oh, wait.
Sounds nice and stomach. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we just out of it. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done.
Looking good, guys. Keep
Hang
up.
on, sorry. Are you in the picture?
That's amazing, that.
Can we pull these drawers open here, get a better picture? I think, you know what I mean?
Hang on, we selfie, come in.
My face is sore.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding, as it gives me the greatest of pleasure to introduce to you the newly married Mr. and Mrs. Wardrobe.
Going through here, I think. Alright.
Look, my dress is so big.
Oh.